this is the Octo Finissimo for all wrists.
Yes.
Is it possible to make a watch for all wrists?
Bvlgari created an icon in 12 years. The base of creating this icon has been there. It's 10 world records. It's more than 90 awards recognizing how different this watch was in the watchmaking landscape. And for us now was the time for the second chapter. The 37 is coming at a time also where clients are expecting smaller dials, smaller diameters. And for us was a full new development, because we realized that simply taking the caliber of the 40 and putting it in a 37 would not work this way.
And what are the three most important parts of the second chapter?
First is the universality of the design and coming with new materials, new treatment to put this watch on many more wrists, being men, being ladies. We believe that this watch has this capacity. The second, it's the outstanding technical work that we've been doing on the caliber, because we need to remember that Finissimo is born into the technical challenge in thinness. And here, just in two figures, we managed to reduce by 20% the volumetric of the movement, but increase by 20% the power reserve of the watch, which for me shows how technical we go with Bvlgari, meaning that on top of miniaturization, on top of thinness, we now master energy within calibers. The power reserve of the new 37 is now 72 hours.
The Octo Finissimo, which is such a strong part of the watch universe, is so radically different from what we see in the Serpenti and the high jewelry. How do these two somehow diametrically opposed directions, how do they complement each other?
Let me go back a bit in history for that, because I think your question is very right. Bvlgari was born 20s and 40s afterwards with Serpenti watch, ladies' watch, yes, at a time where we were a jeweler. And we were designing more the bracelet, more the jewel behind the watch. And at that time, we were not watch experts. So the movements were bought with some of our neighbors today here who knew how to design those ladies' small movements. And then we had, across the years, from 75 and the creation of Bvlgari Time to 2000 and the purchase here of our manufacturers in Le Sentier, this will to verticalize, this will to own all the savoir-faire of watchmaking, which took us time. So we decided, once we were able to master the competency in watchmaking, to decide where to apply it. And we applied it in thinness. And that's where, for me, the bridge is happening, is because today we are back, because we are a ladies' watch maker. We are back to our Serpenti today, which is an outstanding success. But the main difference being that we now equip with our own calibers. This thinness in the design, so this sartorial watch that was meant to go under the shirt, this is a very much jeweler design approach. So that's what makes Octo, I would say, a Bvlgari or jeweler watch. It's this attention to design, this attention to the proportions of the watch, even before the technique part of it.
And is Octo Finissimo, is it a global success, or is it certain parts of the world that stands out?
It's a global success. We have a very heavenly spread business with Bvlgari watchmaking across the globe. And Finissimo, wherever it has been launched, has experienced success. If there's one region where Finissimo could have grown faster, is some Asian countries, where we believe that a smaller diameter will definitely help the penetration.
And you've, I would say, in part, answered my next question, which is, why is 37mm the sweet spot of Octo? Is there something you would like to add to that?
It was not 37 for 37. It was to find the sweet spot in between thickness and diameter, which made it special.
And last but not least, the million-dollar question, which perhaps only time can answer, but Octo Finissimo, is it a fantastic model or is it a future icon?
I hope a future icon, and even if I may be a bit pretentious, I think it's already on the way to make it an icon, if I look at the 40mm, or at least how we see clients, collectors, press talking about it. Now, 12 years on one end, it's long, on the other one, it's very short. So that's why, for me, the 37 is writing the second chapter to really install this watch as the true icon of the 21st century in watchmaking.